Good evening, everyone. Good to see you all. Nice full church. Are you going to come in the morning? Yay. Right, I have a letter here from the Right Reverend Nigel McCulloch. For David. Okay. Before in person, but I'll read it out. I think that's what he wanted me to do. One of the problems here, as he did agree and state that his handwriting is not particularly brilliant. So I might be struggling, so I might be saying things what he's not actually saying. And he goes on to say, "Dear David, I gather that on Sunday you'll be stepping down from the marvellous ministry in the Lord's name. Over many years you have given at St. George's. It was my joy when I was Diocesan Bishop of Wakefield to visit you all at St. George's on several occasions. I always came away uplifted by the vibrant worship and also the obvious personal commitment of so many to Jesus. The servant leadership that you and Jill together have exercised have been an outstanding example of spiritual nourishment, sound teaching and pastoral love. Amen. May the Lord now richly bless you both and your family in what I pray will be many happy years of retirement ahead and no doubt ongoing service to the Lord. And may the church also richly bless the dear people of St. George's, whom I join now in giving thanks to God for you all, for your faithful and wonderful years among them. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. Can I say something else, please? Usually like this. It's something I decided to do really late, so I've not really rehearsed it much. It is a song actually, but as Angel said, fear not. And by popular request, I'm not going to sing it. Okay. Oh. Well, I will if you want. No. It's, I'm going to read it, okay? Okay. And I've named it, Why Did They Do It? The night was dark, men's hearts were darker on that fateful day. Judas, he walked the streets of the city, going to collect his pay. 30 pieces of silver were counted out to him. Money paid for his master, payment for his sin. Jesus, he went to the garden with his disciples to pray. These men did not realize that this was going to be his last day. Judas, he went with the army to give a sign that they could not miss. Take the one that I show you. Take the one that I kiss. How could he do it? How could he stoop so low, betraying his master, great and mighty to know? Such wonderful prospects, but they are all over now, soon to die with him at the end of a rope. Peter and John, they followed on to see what would happen to him. The high priest condemned him, spoke against him, but thus confirmed his sin. And as they warmed themselves by the fire, a woman said, "You I know." But Peter denied it with an oath. And then he heard the cock crow. How could he do it? How could he stoop so low, denying his master, and also mighty to know? Such wonderful prospects, but they seem to be over now. Nothing left but go fishing alone. And Peter could have easily followed Judas and been part of this sorry tale, but the master had prayed for him. That is, faith would not fail. They took the master to Pilate to see what judgment he would bring. They accused him of blasphemy and claiming to be some great king. But when Pilate found him innocent, the people shouted, "Crucify!" And Pilate washed his hands on the case, and they let him out to die. Why did they do it? Why did they stoop so low, rejecting Messiah, so great and mighty to know? Such wonderful prospects, but they are all over now, soon to be crushed by the power of Rome, of Germany, of Russia, and all the kingdoms of the earth. They took the Saviour up the hill and nailed him on a tree, innocent of all charges, but dying there for me. And when he had suffered long and hard, and given forth a cry, he closed his eyes, bowed his head, breathed his last, and died. Why did he do it? Why did he stoop so low, giving his life a ransom for sinful men below? Many such wonderful prospects, yet he gave them all up for me, that I might find forgiveness and new life. But the people shouted, "Come down," they said, "and we will believe in you. Come down, we will believe in you." But the fate of men's souls hung with him that day, as he suffered on the tree. If he had come down to confound his foes, what would have become of me? And they took the Saviour from the tree and laid him in a grave, crucified, vilified by the ones he had come to save. And when his friends had done for him and they could do no more, they turned aside, and with a sigh they left and closed the door. Mary, she went to the garden, her last respects to pay. But when she arrived at the garden tomb, the stone had been rolled away. And as she stood in her confusion, an angel spoke and said, "Why seek the living here among the dead? He is risen. He is risen. He has risen from the dead. And he is coming back. He's coming back for his own. And are you one of his own?" Amen. Amen.